Hey all, welcome back to my channel and thank you very much for tuning in. Today I'll be doing something a little bit different from usual. I will be reviewing a birthday present I recently received. Now this is something my other half ordered back in November, has been holding on for my birthday ever since. And that is a Heroforge model, okay? Now I had been planning on doing this video for a few weeks leading up to my birthday, and to be honest, I almost cancelled it because I saw Ash Coyote uploaded a video about a week ago on the exact same subject, and I was like, well, I can't do that, I'll just look like I'm copying. But then I thought, well, I might as well go ahead with it because I might pick up on stuff that she missed. She's coming at it from a purely furry point of view, whereas being a wargamer myself, I might pick up on little details that she might have missed. So keep tuned for that. Let's roll that intro scene and get on with the review. Okay, so today we'll be reviewing one of the custom 3D printed models you can get for yourself from Heroforge.com. In case you're not familiar with them, Heroforge are a company that cater to the D&D and the wargaming communities, or pretty much anyone who wants a small tiny little miniature model for whatever purposes they might have. They specialise in offering completely customizable miniatures that you design yourself, and then they essentially just print them for you. From my experience in dealing with them, it seems that they actually then subcontract this to Shapeways to print. So I don't think they actually do the printing in-house, but they provide all the software to design the miniatures and all that kind of thing. So, okay, so as you can see, the design process itself is done through their browser application. You don't need to download anything or anything like that. It'll work on PC and, as far as I know, Android. I'm not sure if it works on Apple or not. I don't have an Apple to test it, but it definitely works on Android and PC. And there really is no limit to what you can design on this thing. So it comes with the standard fare species that you'd get in any fantasy setting, such as orcs, elves, humans, goblins, dragons. You can even do kobolds, but there's also a whole plethora of anthropomorphic animals that you can pick, range from cats, birdfolk, foxes, the works. It even comes with options for things like mermaids, nagas and centaurs, if that's your thing. Okay, so it starts off with the basics like species and gender, and from there you start adjusting the measurements, height, weight, bust size, all that kind of stuff. You have complete control over this kind of thing. You can even adjust the expression on the faces, including the anthropomorphic faces, which caught me by surprise. I figured they would be a preset look, so to speak, with basic expression, but no, you can completely adjust them, give them smiles, grins, cock an eyebrow, all that kind of stuff, snarling, the works. And in case you're wondering, if you have a species like kitsunes where you have, like, you know, multiple tails, you have the option to do that too, up to 9 tails. In addition to the basics like, you know, gender and species and size and that, you can adjust hairstyles, beards, moustaches. Even on the anthropomorphic characters, you can stick a little swirly moustache on the end of the muzzle if you want, which is pretty cool to see. There's hundreds of hairstyles available, fully customizable. Once you've settled on things like that, you can then go on to choosing clothes for your character. They've got a full range of clothing, everything from fantasy, sci-fi, modern day, the works. Tatty old clothes if you go with a zombie, or you could just have them nude if that's your thing. And you've got full customization over the clothing as well. You can mix and match all the pieces. So if you want to put like an 18th century hat with modern body armor and, you know, high fantasy trousers, you can totally go with that. In addition, certain species do have digigrade legs if that's your thing, or hooves if you go with horse, I believe. So you really do get full customization over these. On top of this, you've also got all the accessories like backpacks, weapons, pouches, empty holsters, full holsters, footballs, bags of coins, the works. You've got all sorts you can add to your character just to spice them up, make them a little bit more interesting. You know, if you want to go for like a Mad Max theme like what I've gone with, you can pick the tattered old leather jacket, roughed up old trousers, give them a shotgun, a nice revolver, and a backpack, give them that nice survivalist look. You can really customize it exactly how you want. There isn't really a limit on what you can do on this. And if we quickly hop over to this one that I got a little while back for the missus, you can see that, you know, we've done her Captain Cinnabon character, which is a pirate bunny that she often wears in fursuit. We've actually made a tiny little miniature of that, complete with, you know, little pistol, sword, the works. You know, there is no limit to what you can do. It gets even better. There's plenty of basing options too. You could have like a basic base. You could have little, cobblestone base. You could have a little rock that he's standing on, or you could mount him on a horse. You could put him on a motorbike. There is no limit. The only small caveat with that is if you go with what they consider an XL character, you can't put him on a horse or a motorbike. Now, for an additional $15, you can choose to have it printed in colour, which saves you the effort of having to paint your miniature. I didn't choose this because obviously the other half and I, we both are active wargamers. We're painting miniatures all the time, so we've got all the gear to colour it in ourselves. But you can get it painted by Heroforge for additional $15. If you want to see what that looks like, Ash Coyote recently released a video where she did this exact same subject, and she had hers printed in colour. So if you go over to her channel, I'll put a link to her video below. Go check it out. You'll see what it looks like when it comes in colour too. Another printing option you can get is metal. They have the option to have it printed in metal. I haven't tried this yet myself, so I don't know how well it works. But it is just a little bit extra on top of the usual price, and it might be worth trying out. So if anyone's had one printed in metal, please contact me, let me know, send me some pictures. I really want to see how they turned out. Now, assuming my editing skills are up to scratch, you should be seeing by here a picture of the Heroforge model next to an Imperial Guardsman and a Space Marine, just so you can get an idea of the size. Now, my first impression of the quality, the plastic seems pretty decent. It's quite robust, quite firm. There are quite a few nibs visible on the model, so you will have to file them down. I'm not sure if they're present on the coloured versions, but on the plain premium plastic version, there are nibs from the casting that you may need to get rid of. And like I said, I think the plastic is pretty decent quality. One thing I'd say is it's not quite got the detail of things like Games Workshop models or Gunpla or anything like that. It's not quite as crisp as what you might be expecting, so no way is it bad quality. It is actually a really decent print, and it is quite detailed. It's just not as detailed as you might get from like Games Workshop. One thing I would mention is on the model I received, I did think the plastic was a little bit sticky, possibly from the printing process or whatever they've used to prime this. I'm not sure. It did have a bit of a sticky feel that I wasn't too fond of. Looking over the model itself, I am really excited to get painting this because it does look like it'll take paint quite well. And once you get it painted, washed and highlighted, I think it'll look like an amazing model, and I think it will fit in with my Imperial Guard army quite nicely, or as a standalone model. So we ordered this back in mid-November and it arrived early December, so that's about 2 or 3 weeks from ordering to delivery, which is about what they say on their website, so that they are true to their word there. And once you're through the designing process, the actual purchasing side of things is real quick and simple. It's as easy as using any other store out there, so you shouldn't encounter any difficulty in ordering these. So all in all, I am really happy with the ordering process and the model that I received. Yeah, I really love my little miniature shrapnel, and I'm really looking forward to painting him. I do plan on doing a follow-up video where I'll show you the finished painted model. And I was thinking of possibly doing a little time-lapse of the painting process itself. So keep tuned for those. So yeah, that's my review of the Heroforge models that you can get 3D printed for you. If you guys have ordered one in the past, please let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Tell me about the model you received, whether you're happy, not happy, or whether there were any major issues that you had in getting the model. Enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe as always, and drop your comments below so I can have a good read. Also, don't forget to go check out Ash Coyote's video on Heroforge models. It's quite illuminating, and obviously she did hers in colour, so it is a little bit different from what you're seeing here. Finally, do not forget that tomorrow I will be doing the Instant Regret Chili Chocolate Challenge, 7 PM GMT on my channel. I hope to be streaming it, so tune in Saturday 7 PM. Watch me eat 6.5 million Scoville chocolate and probably die from heat stroke. Okay, so thank you all for tuning in and take care, y'all. Ta-ra.